I'm Gail and welcome back to Gail's Low Carb Recipe Ideas. It's been a while since I've put a video out. It's been a very, very busy year last year, and hopefully I can get back on track. So today we're going to make a revised version of my low carb shortbread cookies. They're very good. I really enjoy them and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got approximately 119 grams of soft room temperature butter. And we're going to use our mixer and we're going to cream it up nice and fluffy, okay? So I'm going to start it and then I will shut it off because it's so noisy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in our sweetener. This is the sweetener I use. It's a combination of monk fruit and erythritol blend, and it's very good. I powder mine because I like it better powdered. It dissolves better in my recipes. So I've got 1/3 cup of powdered erythritol, and I'm going to blend it again, but I'll just start it. It's just very, very noisy. We're going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to mix this up, but I'm not going to put it on the video because I just find it really noisy and I don't know how to really change that up on its own. So I'm just going to mix this up and we'll continue. So I need 1.25 cups of almond flour, and I buy mine at Costco. I find it's the best price. So I need 1.25 cups of that. So we'll put in a 1/4 cup, and that's approximately 115 grams. And then I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of coconut flour, and this is the coconut flour that I purchase also from Costco. But you can get it at Amazon, you get them all over the place. So we're going to put in 1/4 cup. But before I do, I've got some lumps in here. I'm just going to grab my sifter and we'll just put it in here. Oh, a lump fell out. Grab it here. Just going to press it in here. Now, when I write out the recipes, I'll have the grams and I'll have the cup measurements also, because I didn't calculate it before I did this recipe this time on some of the stuff. So now we're going to add in our xanthan gum. This is the xanthan gum here. I think I just grabbed that from the grocery store. So I need 1/4 teaspoon. This helps bind it. Add that in, and then you need a pinch of salt. I'm using Himalayan salt, and a pinch to me, I've always felt it was about 1/8 teaspoon, so that's what we're using. So now I'm just going to kind of mix the almond flour, coconut flour, and all the powdered stuff together before I mix it all up. I like using my hand when I do this. So we're going to first start out with the spatula, and we're going to mix it up really well. And it takes a couple minutes to do it, but we'll get it. Once I get it sort of mixed up, that all the flour is mixed in with the butter, then I'll use my hand, and the warmth from your hand really helps mix it together really well. Okay, my hands are washed, they're clean. Got my sleeve rolled up. We're all set. Yeah, I haven't, it's almost been a year since I put a video on. A lot of things have happened. My husband had some health issues. We bought a new place, an old place. We gutted it. We ended up buying a 1,050 square foot home, a modular home in a park here in Ontario for 55 and older, and we absolutely love it here. So we've got the inside all renovated, and now this spring we're hoping to get the outside finished. Okay, I think I've got this mixed up really well. So now I have a silicone mat. I love these silicone mats. They have come in so handy for me when it comes to my baking and doing different recipes. So we're gonna just sort of, I want to roll it out a little bit into a log to start. And all I do, it's such an easy recipe and it's so delicious. Unfortunately, I think we will probably end up eating more than what we should be eating. So we're just going to, I'm just trying to spread it out a bit so that we get a nice log here. But I want it longer than that, so I'm just kind of playing around with it. You have to play around a little bit with it, but you'll find it works really, really easy. See, we're getting a nice size log here. That's about what I like, and then I square in the ends. Okay, we're going to roll it one more time because we want it nice and round. So you can see here, this is what we've got. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up and I'm going to set it in the fridge. And I leave it in the fridge for an hour or so, whenever I feel like doing it. So I'm just going to put them in the fridge and I'm going to let it set, because really what you're doing is you're getting the butter hardened, and then it's so much easier to cut your cookies. So I just wrapped an elastic around to keep it together. And like I said, we'll put it in the fridge and let it set. So I left the cookie dough in the fridge for approximately an hour. And just take your knife and cut the thickness you want your cookies to be. You don't need to heat up the knife or anything. It just cuts up really, really nice, just like this. Be nice if I did them all even, but they can't be perfect, I guess. Then I lay them out onto my silicone mat on a cooking tray. I think I'll leave that thickness there. Just lay them all out. Some are thicker than what they should be, but it won't matter. They're still delicious. They're the best ones so far. You can shape them around a little rounder if you'd like, but it doesn't really matter. I'll get myself a cooking tray, and we're going to put them in the oven at 350 for approximately 14 minutes. So here are my low-carb shortbread cookies. They're really, really good. Now I put mine in the oven for 14 minutes, and you can see they're little lightly golden brown around the edges. Now do 12 to 14 minutes. You need to keep an eye on it just in case, okay? They have a nice crunch to them. And what I highly recommend is put them in a sealed container in the fridge, because I find they're even better coming out of the fridge. So if you'd like to go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, You'll find this recipe and you'll find many of my other recipes. You take care and I'll see you soon. Bye now.